the aircraft to fly into the Wa airport. I told my father, the Wana, that because we are working on the road to Hamile, when we come, we'll finish that road from Laura to Hamile. Most of the vehicles that are going to Mali and Bobo Dulaso will rather prefer to come through Wa and go through Hamile.
This name calling and insulting seems to be a feature of Ghanaian public life, which is. But sometimes one would hope that when things come out, people would comment on them. The comment made by my opponent, Achim Sakawa people. I've not heard any public figure in this country, independent, yourselves or anybody, comment on it. It's completely unacceptable. If I was to get up to make a comment about Northerners or Gunchas, you can imagine the uproar that would be in the country. Presidential candidate, a former president of Ghana, you can call a group of Ghanaians Sakawa people, and it involves the group for which the sitting president comes, and that comment goes without, that statement goes without comment. And at the same time, we hear these statements. Let's all try and bring the politics of insults to an end, etc., etc. Occasions are given where specific comments can be made.
I promise to be faithful and loyal to God and my mother. I pledge myself to the service of the Lord with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in my esteem a heritage won for us through the blood and sword of our fathers. And I pledge myself in order to uphold and defend the whole name of God, so help me, Lord. I promise to hold in my esteem a heritage won for us through the blood and sword of our fathers. And I pledge myself in order to uphold and defend the whole name of God, so help me, Lord. Asemi, Eabodi Gimaye, Mojanana Nanum Shebunyani Tomaye. Edumini Wosusu, Sayabaya Yatwasu, Indojasu Kutukani Yapasadi Kuminya, Edi Embramutamaya Sasu Wota Atumse, Omanu Sabayeyo, Omanu Sariyeyo, Eyaseta Ose, Omafo Brayache, Omanu Sabayeyo, Omanu Sariyeyo, Eyaseta Ose, Omafo Brayache. Asem Yedika, Ninabeko, Miara, Heyo, Miara, Etume, Ninabeye, Miara, Heyo, Miara, Obere, Ninabebo, Miara, Heyo, Miara, Asemi, Pesini, Asemi, Miara, Asemi, Pesini, Miara, Pesini, Pesini, Miara, Obelele kasini kwa miara. Asemi besini kwa miara. Asemi miara. Asemi besini kwa miara. Edinele besini kwa miara. Obelele besini kwa miara.
Jema Ghana for Akwaba Edibe Neat 100.9. Edru meme da way ene meme da biana. Ejedwumedi ayato ne din se asem yi edika. Ensam ne dika eyamanyosem ene babeye. Amanyosem fiko a yede chichire oman. Amanyosem a enya atemdidie. Amanyosem a enya sikantwie. Amanyosem a enya se obi ene obi ayaka ewo ho amanyosem ne nya sa na tie. Obi a pere so de oman ne be konkan, obi a ton na de ne titiriw. Yawo eye me say beye less than 90 days na yede ekwakoto aba. Amanyoko ofuoi obi a ton na de. Obi a kire de obetimi aye Ghana. Begin say manifesto ahodo a aba abonten. Emu bia ni ho a obehu wom se obi beka se media meba mema Ghana abo. Media meba mema Ghana ejatom. Obi a no obetima ka sensem no. Obi a no awatwero agu ne manifesto m. Wamu jina pampa so no wamu kasa. Obi a no beka se media mebei mema Ghana hyepa mema Ghana fo ho akyere wo mo. Ensem obi a ka ne se obema Ghana fo edi yie. Eti se Ghana fo ebedi yie a na menu mienu ye nyina no. Ese ye kabom ne yebisa ye ho se edien ene ye contribution a ebetimi aboa na yetimi de ye ho se oman ne be kyekere mana konkan. Na enoma ben na wo de yesusu dua a wo de eba behwe na wo de ato aba. Gwe ni nyina ne yensem a ena no pai ye besi ne koso. Ye besi adwa na ye de ho nkomo na ye bisa se ye ka amamuo papa no ene dien. NDC demonstrable track ben ena wo matimi demonstrate di akere Ghana for say ye ka good governance amamuo papa eye NDC for wo maye. Ede na MPP for enye ya NDC for this time wo mbesi aba beye. Na ye bisa se aben otisoi ono so ye ka good governance indicators ben ene ye de hwe na aben waba no homaden ewo good governance mu ana aben wa ato enoma to sini ewo aben ni mu ewo good governance mu eye amamuo papa we ni nyina de yensem bia enne anopai yesi adwa a bebo panyin kase pa na dwumo babem a oye NDC ni mapa na osan eye NDC kasamafo ewo aye amamuo papa ehonsem ititiri NDC manifesto a ababeto dwan iti oye NDC manifesto spokesperson on good governance Yera said ofori ohene said ohene ofori anoki ofori ohene Yera said ofori ohene oye the NDC manifesto spokesperson on good governance ene oboye nchenya ye ne no ebabedi nkomo ne yatoto na no ye bebo awura NDC manifesto ni mu Edian no kai 2012 na edian na this time wo kai ye 2016 and at this time around na edian and na wo mo epese wo mo beye efa amamu papa ho ni nyina ne yensem a enaje baba behwe midin ede Jerry Osei Agyeman oko Facebook sesi ya obehu me papa ya na be ne ba bedi nkomo live on the Facebook obo comment bi a wo bia no so wo de beto wo ne ya hwe ne ya kenkan bibia na de amaw Pius Bedu Bansen eye be producer fully supported by Naomi Obenwa and eye Father Dixon and eye executive producer and eye be general manager Kennedy Asante Osei ne boni chidom Kwesi Aboaje the darling boy name supervisor woman na hwa toto nwama edemame ayade nwama yade bra ho neat 100.9 o messages baby ade befa 0277 860 644 0277 860 644 when I do bibia be fan ya hwe ne akenka bibia ko Facebook live abek like page no na wasan e de comment wo de ato ho but me yanko ahoma no seseye akwanhia bi asi ewo apam na dansini bi ewo ahoma no so yemko na yembisa de ekoso ho be pa cho yemo ache
meje wo so mi nia
yo be ma na fro say
pa cho me din de kwakwesi
okay yo na e de na si apam sa akwanhia bi asi ho
ahoma chi be de 5 30 mu na me di trailer bi echi Ashton Leyland trailer kesibia 20 feet container sesimi di nechi. Enti after Winneba Junction roundabout no ye di na kira apam na ye ko no. Na sprinter bi ye overtaking. On say o fi Winneba roundabout na o ko apam o ma ye DVL new one bi wo kwan so. Nti sprinter bi ye overtaking wo kwan so the opposite direction o fi apam na o ba Winneba. Nti trailer no try the Obama no kwan like oba chiama no kakana tabese not knowing actors being so Hyundai actors bi ayo overtaking wo sprinter no switchy no so dey ba. And so in the case of trailer no all from kakama na sprinter na ba sin akono na odiko shia actors na ono so wo actors ne sprinter ne chi no na odi ba pim trailer no na actors no amunu ho na de nipa be 4 na water taxi ni 2 no na wo prepare ye kakra the fire service for na wo buy na 2 na wo front one day driver no na oba ba ko out front one no akaka ni na fire service for buy na wo de wo machine so be chaka no na yi wo man national ambulance service be fa wo call trauma hospital wo mi ba
Inti na wo hwemu anipa dodo se na wodi wadi bubu a bia omotwere omonkwa
obia anhwere ne nkwa amunu wa but no we prepare pa special driver no na nipa na no the front no o she the way aka no see pemu na na impact no ye kase nti no fire service wo buy no obi twa car no we driver no na nipa na the front no na what do one man national ambulance service call we back from our hospital.
Okay, na mamimbi so the traffic bi abakwan no so traffic jam bi abakwan no so ana
nyame adom fire service no ye djuma no wie no pia car ni sin chan zama traffic no sisi a oye a car ni da konaba fine but na ebe say there and then that weekend the yi na dey wo prom one of Cape Coast one of Comatisin the drivers no want to obase on farmer kwan no na bibia kaka yi na ebedu fie asubin
yo anope yeda seni amade ba de abre
mpache
yeda se yene danseni a no gina ho anne anope akwanhie si wo eye apa mode ho amane bo ode abre nti adwabafo ya ye kan se ene weekend yi eye bebiri abedi nto awadeje amafo dodo na na etu kwan akọ omukurum itimesre okwa drive yie makwan so nye jojo yempese ye benya bloody weekend bia na akwanhia eba besi anti amafra koma onso wo ye fitiamu nkomo eye team member eye wo ye panel member resource person na ofitiamu nkomo ya me ya domochina anti amafra koma ya de ane maame eda fom anti amama da fom o a ochina na yedi na wotwe da no itinyakopon ya adoma ochina ye nyina ye de ni be kire ye fadama na yakwa bo anti amachido na ne maame eye ne maame a waka baby abomodin na yedine na wotwe da nti ama no wabusu nyina ye mamo hyeden ye de aseda so be ma na ya akona du eni fitiamu nkomofo akosua sapon the BMZ the producers of the show na akosua gold eni paddy eni apamfudi nyina da omo se so mo de fitiamu nkomo mo de bre ya de nkomo twetwe no ba ba ehye so ene eye memeda ene eye the 12th of September the year 2020 yera said ofori ohene ye mo akwaba
yeah
empo mo tse
nyame adom me hoye onso ho tse
nyame adom boko ode a chenye
me chia wa etiefo
nso jo so papa na bibia ekoyie de edisi mo no ma ekoyie wom
nyame adom ye go super
ye de nyakopon ase afi no wa join ya yera eye said ofori ohene oye the NDC manifesto spokesperson on good governance itu ono ne ye no eba bidin koman ye ka mamu papa ono ene wo hu ne bidi ya ndei party na pawo na wo mo kasa edefa amamuo papa ho ye kasa amamuo papa ene de
amamuo papa no ekire ni oma bebre oya ban a ye de oba se bebu man na hwe de eda Ghana for eni so na wabu man a sebi ebema won ani age won betimi aye won adwuma won betimi akọ school nkwala betimi akọ school hospital bibia efa brabo ni nyina mu ye ka amambuo papa eye amambuo a wede amambuo papa a kire se osore anopa de da wani so no obetimi akoye that we use Broni Kasa, there is law and order. One. Input over a fast education, home, Kalabeko school buildings, were a health hospital, or hospital, or the call hospital, BB. And good governance efa amambuo papa ho bibia ya de papa affected citizens of the country.
Na yebisa say yanom a ye the citizens of the country said they woka yen etumamufo no. Pampa so ne betimi ya measure ne hu say aban bi aba na ye ka eye good governance a utumo hu say akodie normal ban ene ye betimi dia ye assessment amenye hu say aban we ena na mamuo no ende no magu fom a enye nsunsu aso papa wo ya brabo so.
If a good governance, and your peer determine good governance. Say, we are academic and practical study of good governance. First of all, no, Bruni Becker said you must meet the needs of your citizens, both current and future generations. Into Osha and Ubu Mino, TRC is here. Osha will meet your needs at the same time, no, as I will share. Your money and none more mobile. Say one so that you won't buy development in place one to see. Now one so one ancestral bed a bay asset napper. Tinitia where Muane say good governance there a asset napper. And now on my party and our government are all in place no. Say oh yeah dear say obi aye for example, Osei John Mahama Mabua, which I consider it good governance.
Okay.
Education.
Microphone. Yeah. I think it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. For example, Osei John Mahama, in the field of education, one friend Diagro, OCC school across the country, so that Obia Benya access to education. Okay. Osei Health, OCC hospitals across the country. What I say, so that yenina or yarea obetimi ayeden etimi akọ hospital. Osei roads or build roads across the country or open up in terms of infrastructure. A good governance. What I say. But the key thing emerge currently and a good governance system hard any corruption and nepotism.
Corruption and nepotism.
I show you.
And only idea
mature your cryonic attache. Mature what governance, good governance means.
Okay.
You must meet the needs of the people.
Okay.
Education, health, roads, everything.
That's the infrastructure.
Yes. Yeah. That keeps us going about our lives. And law and order, good governance. Okay. But the negative thing I imagine our good governance and corruption and nepotism. And also current administration and then I might focus on more on good governance. Corruption and nepotism
this current administration. Get us
and a
proyeno adonsu wom. Edinti na maukanisa.
Oh, and you might be sure. Nanado so far or every 4 years. And or can SMP na Ghana for Tomano. Also about fighting corruption, on entertaining nepotism, family and friends, on entertaining state capture in his governance. That is Nanado. Okay. Now, Ocean a 4 year, well, assessing Nanado 4 years now. Edu corruption a be Edu family and friends are be offer PDS say there are various allegations of corruption are on MIMY.
But I know you can say allegations of
corruption. The word allegation.
It's no. How can we turn it?
As a government, we are committed to good governance and fighting corruption. You go through the various processes. Hand over situation, case in our police for. They will investigate, and if they need to prosecute that, and at every time, we update the citizens of this country. And yenya update via, for example, on PDS. There a hard running latest one, any a Japadian. A Japadian's market. Well, me use Bronika elements of corruption that we have to investigate.
Elements of corruption.
Yes. From where I sit, you smell some elements of corruption. And it's something that we have to investigate as a country.
But I didn't want you to say Japan, for instance. Yenyanshas, yeah, Enfa, Enye, Juma. Yeah,
processes no go through parliament. What I say, company I was safe haven to say JC. Ye ni more omujina company in Echikura. Meanwhile, you're done 49% shares. What I say, a Japan deal, it's one of the worst thing that has ever happened to Ghana in our political history.
A Japan deal.
And Nana Donano as president, on sharing a record in someone working from when he was in opposition to government. Say a Japan deal no represented the Okeka. No.
It doesn't represent.
No, it doesn't represent him. On one chance, who say corruption is eating into his government. For the first time in our history, a government is going into a deal or a business transaction that is shrouded in secrecy.
Okay, secrecy, what do you mean by that? Because one of the questions go man.
Now shareholders no minimum of the company. Minimum.
Debbie, yente.
It's shrouded in secrecy. We don't have anything, no information about them. The any man is or Safuma for
But I said you never flew to
the any man is or Safuma for
the fund manager
or whatever. What I say? Home take akra. What I say? Into I can't good governance. I any break. Sa family and friends no must end. Sa love corruption cases no must end. What I say? For example, in the history of our country, Obi and Fan Ebushing from Boom Mind to send another. It's bad governance. Go check it, read everywhere. It's bad governance. So Onimudia, he should know say it's bad governance. It doesn't constitute good governance. And he might be one of presidents one day after he leaves, the country will judge him
but what about
as a total failure. Because the family for no doors will move. Our government. That is bad governance. Go check it. It's bad governance. What I say? And he shares on your mind Nanado, assessment. Now we're failing in almost all. Fiesika wajiji. So the Ghana be Kosro, Ghana be Tumpom. Education media apart from the free SHS. Ultimate building infrastructure, Papa Bia. I am education at Tumpom. Yeah, double track. And within 4 years, yeah. And can I say where to put you up in structure, my double track na then. Yeah, chum. Edu Health and President Mahama hospitals will see ya anka COVID by anka Asem Kesia to Ghana. Difference no between John Mahama and Nanado, no, very clear. John Mahama believes in good governance. And I think Nanado's government is it's going very bad, to be honest with you.
Okay. Now, Yeguswa Yedin Komoyane aye the manifesto spokesperson on governance ewo NDC Amayokuomo ye papa aye set Ofori Ohene onena ye no edin komo enano pay abo ni 100.9 o messages ri nyina mo chance yen famra o de befa 027 7860644 0277 860 644. Oko aye Facebook live obehume papa said Ofori Ohene aye the manifesto spokesperson on governance ewo NDC Amanyokuomo. Eti yera set se obi ede na busuafo ebumanya aya eno no fom so be na ewo ho se ede na ma ne ye bad se o nipa no bi owo mo nimdie se na nado ono aye ne papa nuaba na ode na ye the finance minister of so owo nimdie owo the track record obetimi de ahwe sikasem to tia
for them say bro 20 or 40 in government from
but obi be kase previous
40
The busuafo
for
ne nam.
promoting government. It's bad governance.
E dey na Abamba e can say mo NDC mo run family. Yeah.
Minim say why research kakra
yeah.
program. Yes. Family and friends, which is nepotism. Bad governance. Go check it. Enyama bu papa.
Okay.
And he said, "Oti hono feel say o bu my papa dia or dada nekra." Yepe I'm buying a beba. Ghana for your doors, so 30 million. Political parties your doors, you and for different. What I say? You way omo was him the and now the omo mine. I'm a Ghana heading at Tumpom. And Oshia, John Mahama, 1 year family and friends. And Osei now Opesa will go to
them you go to a year Abambagben. Ebra Obabon Timber can say Opa President Akwaku Hunu Krana na yeding. And he's being surrounded with family and friends.
John Mahama and running family and friends.
It's not Abambagben when who situation in the money cancer.
Well, that was the assessment, but evidence be anywhere just say John Mahama running family and friends. Ni bushi ani ba ko pe na minim say no government.
Ba Muktari.
Very competent. No transport. Ukra LLM in or a lawyer and or the area of specialization is maritime. Wouldn't me accuse no say very competent in that area. Deputy Minister of Transport. Ukra LLM.
But we said descriptive words here. We use to demand your Joyce Ba Muktari. Why can't you use say Medima a year Ken Oforiatta the finance minister?
Well, Opa say who can your management can even if you pursue a professional can economics at the bachelor's level or your master's in management. That is what I know about his academic background. And or Agyeman in the investment bank and idea. Well, when him there in that sector, that doesn't make you a finance minister. I can't question his status as a finance minister because of economics and management background. But that is not the issue as we talk now. And in terms of competence of Ken for remain for now, but
negativities being a boom say our president biba and our bain biba. You say a busuafo na namfo na dɔɔso ɛwɔ amamuo no mu a ayɛ nsunsuaso bɔne bɛn na ɛtimi dem.
Corruption party true pa. And then as a state capture, they influence decision making in governance. They say Japadi American CCA Osafo for Bao, senior minister of the government back home. Gabi Dinso Ayede. Gabi Ochirida.
Yeah, the law firm.
Abem.
Data bank. And Oforiatta.
Nidin so Abem.
What the transaction advisors. Yeah.
Into finance minister bank. Edin Abem. Ne cousin, ne president. Gabi Ochirida law firm. Abem or a president wafase. Osafo Manfo. Ba. Fund manager, senior minister Osafo Manfo.
Yeah.
A fund manager. So just look at it. It's clear sign of nepotism and state capture. Did they take the decision in the interest of the country?
But not what be microphone.
Almost take a decision in the interest of the country and in the interest of the family. And that is what Nanado should look at. It's unfortunate, honestly. The whole political career was creating a certain image for himself, but he's shooting the image down. Because it's so obvious and so clear that the decisions that he is taking are in the interest of Mother Ghana. But rather the decisions are in the interest of their families.
Again, NDC are demonstrating in terms of a good governance. As a Ghana for the year to Sudia at the two Abadama NDC ahead of the elections.
Oh, the American Sabi, what very serious track record as a party. Fi Jerry John Mreso as NDC. They take you over constitutional era. So obviously limited it to constitutional era. another fourth republic.
The fourth, the teacher, this current dispensation.
From Jerry John Abre. So we have demonstrated clearly. Say, 1, yempe corruption. 2, you believe in nepotism. You believe in state capture. You believe in providing development to the people. Jerry John, at Amos, John Mahama, Osaba, Ghana for Tomaya. And we're sharing the field of infrastructure in the history of Ghana. Maybe apart from Kwame Nkrumah, John Mahama, second Obiama. From a flower to Bolgatanga, share development project. John Mahama and Sawa Hanyina, fear flower to Bolgatanga. Uhunensa, a school, a hospital, a quine. And yes, sir, ye can't add the address. It's all compare John and Nana. I mean, all on the side of John, our Juma are very simple in terms of good governance. Why be brave, Ghana? It's unfortunate, said 2016, and Nana do no more party, and I'm so man, them and grow for GD, so I'm me, I saying, but me, sure say 30% of the from which
30% of John Dramani Mahama administration.
Me, sure say Nana do it.
In terms of good governance. I'll say the Witness Protection Act 2018. Abenji ba ye no omo de komrache bedwafie oma ya beboa na te secretary hye etimi eyi free ho. The Office of the Special Prosecutor woma establish Corporate Restructuring and Insolvency Act and also woma de call ye Ghana mrache bedwafie a woma de atum Act 1015 and Public Financial Management Regulation. That's LI 237. It's normal. Bobo su.
Enti my mimi so Asem. O pass it. Na wendi so a. Na funfa so na. O pass it. Na wendi so a. Wa pass we no nyina but yet family and friends. There are clear cases of corruption in your government. PDS process na it took na easy. The PDS process. She said they are end. Okay, until all passing on this way. Is it a responsible and good government?
Admittedly.
No, maybe so.
Yeah.
Is it good governance? What pass it? But on this
one.
A good governance. For example, there is an emerging trend in the MPP that maybe one won't share. Mementam would but we may book a crack.
Okay.
For Canada, Japan. Since MPP bad power, look at said there the comments, the actions, okay, in the government. Attacking the police, even the armed forces, the media, and all very serious. And you see that the government subtly goes by what he does. These are institutions that have a level of independence to perform their duties. You are interfering.
Okay.
And that is bad governance. The latest one. Said they are caught on him. Why? And it is the state that is using him. Can't deny Nanado.
The state is
listen. Yes. So one observer, President, your friend is saying, radio station, your friend. President say a pro now or start here or granted the first interview.
Yeah.
Because yet had done a
Okay.
Clear. So you are using. You can't disassociate yourself from Canada, Japan. You have made it clear to the country.
That's a president can say
that softly you are behind Canada, Japan. This is the only gentleman who can say whatever he wants to anybody in this country without say the whole armed forces command, Ghana armed forces, the Ghana police. I said they'll chase you out up here too. Well, And I want it.
Oh, ade man just say, bete pa.
I bad governance. You are interfering in independent institutions.
Na se bibi
What the-
nkoyi as the member of parliament and this oka.
What's that?
Se bibi nkoyi oye member of parliament. But you can we link?
That be main link, but or your comment. Why?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Into the main party and say, young Conessa, John Mahama, Sabia Diasa, Namambu, a Kuyepa, a training, yes, I interfere in the police, interfere in the Ghana Armed Forces, interfere in the judiciary, and the SIA, Sebi, there had been in recent times, Pans on it, Domelevo.
Yeah.
Auditor General. Share the air so.
Na what am I?
Okofie. Where's your uncle live?
I live in Oko. What much at the time of the
But na presidency never
Yeah,
sure the presidency never sure the time my uncle live. What if it in the history of this country? What is apart from maybe a military administration? The constitutional regime package auditor general said.
Professor Mills said you be my auditor general equally.
Osei.
Professor Mills said this current chairman of a year audit service.
Professor Agyeman.
Yes.
Professor Agyeman, they are a very complex issue.
Okay.
I wish I could refresh my mind. That time when I started as a young trainee journalist, I remember handling his case. The professor. So what teaching on guys? But a very complex case. But at the appropriate time, you better hold him. But in the case of them, Papa na fight corruption. Ghana for any agency or fight corruption. Now all of a sudden we say co-live. From all the corruption cases SCC near the end. Of say Agyeman Papa na presidency at this letter no man. Especially in the case of Kroll and Associates senior minister at the center of corruption allegations.
But some of the courts.
Nan some actually audit acting no by new much or the court want it. Said they are not interested or the matter is what they are not want. It's a defeatist Nanado are defeating his own image and his own corruption fight. Kroll Associates ferry.
There has been several cases of corruption. I said, the cash for seeds, the contaminated oil. But then I said, what would you trim? About what take where no money you
you be do clearing house.
Oh, sir.
Oh, of course, you be do. Say be now man clear for president. Presidency be a clearing house of these corruption cases. But it's bad governance. You see?
It's a corruption, they are
sometimes meaning baby meaning I'm MPP for confidence and if you know they can't in some more because Nioma I see under our government, they're serious.
Sir.
Ebi and see what time. Yeah, the back no, yeah, act immediately. Bass Brandon. Without even say, yeah, investigation crana minister no. Why then? Investigation because
but they refunded the money according to the chief of staff. Those
are details of, but the part was immediately at first, when the minister, even if you go into certain days, as first reaction, the government showed its commitment to fighting corruption. Meanwhile, the minister, minister, involved in the corruption, but as a supervising public official, and immediately, you take action. You're finding in anything that is a commitment of a serious government, of a government that is committed to good governance. You're clear corruption people are the presidency. No. You're clear say Asem senior trust or your firm and why if you move presidency. How much rain do you move presidency? As a good government and a government that is committed to good governance, you should update us. Yeah, who be
Jida Saga.
Jida.
Yeah.
Jida see and then the necessary
Investigative body.
Abuka Pele.
Other prison.
John, yeah, investigation. I who na yeah present no. Tell me we no more omonipa ba akokoro omode na ekokot. Say anything I mean say to dey be a me nwanwa say they are the level to which omutimi back out. Ekiti omode omo say omo ye papa omo ye say I don't get it. Intimi so oma hwe omo record and omo make kan nyina won achrochro atwa. What do you be saying in the history of Ghana? Government bang now could delay with a company anymore. Everything is shrouded in secrecy.
Found messages in the first 0277-860644. 0277-860644. And that the year came once and as I said, what the back. Na yɛhwɛ ne yɛken kan yɛde ma yɛ papa wo wase bisa bi anwa bisa ɔyɛ the NDC ɛyɛ manifesto spokesperson on governance ɛyɛ papa said ofori ɔhene ɛna ne yɛ no we din common and say NPP aban die wɔn fairly in terms of good governance especially corruption and nepotism ɔsɛ ohwa good governance amemo papa nanado ontimi nye up to 30% of their NDC. You know compare NDC 8 years or NDC first year.
Oh, sir. Comparison, 4-4.
4-4. John Mahama 4.
John Mahama 4. Nana, young baby, yeah.
One
year, said Nana, do not let the buy. Young debate here for Ujani. Young a democratic era, share institution I have built as a country. And yes, sir, Ubeka say, me debate and I mean debate. The environment, no, young democracy, baby, I do. At do level, I won't even say me debate and I mean debate. You have to. No, BIT John Mahama, no tier one.
Dobi bisa said John Mahama, everybody now you're ready for a debate because you name say or because no you're ready for a debate.
Yeah.
That's our opposition now. Open debate.
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. Charles, yeah, 4-4.
Okay, 4-4.
Yeah.
Okay, Charles Nyamidi for Saman Kese. Also, from the way things are unfolding, I won't be surprised if Akufo-Addo and his confused MPP government come out with a supplementary manifesto soon. Visionary John Mahama has indeed shown them governance is a serious business that goes beyond the mere PR gimmicks we are witnessing today. We're Charles Nyame from Asamankes. Message when so free Amsterdam. Oh no, message you and so member more than making Kanye. Also, is the gentleman in your studio clear in his mind about the family and friends government? It was only in the John Mahama government that a husband and wife were part of the government, gender minister and husband. Who was Raymond Atuguba to John Mahama? I can give you a long list. And did he say the NDC did not believe in state capture? Do you remember the land around the 37 military hospital which was being taken by friends and families of the Mahama's government? Do you remember the land near the Sakumono River where all kinds of migrating birds comes to breed? And how Ibrahim Mahama took it and started construction and led to the feud between the traditional rulers and the Gapuha? Hypocrisy is the hallmark of the NDC. So now about that free Amsterdam.
The all kind of evidence. What you want to watch? Me know what you wouldn't even say.
Bra microphone.
Me know what you wouldn't even say. I say me that the friend is a Sakumono said there will be a where you say. Yeah, can't serious matter. I was say assassin that baby. Assassin. Me know even military there no cry na eba. Military there no eba at that time. But obi anko fa assassin man to say. Party NDC ni bi akofa. Obi akofa Ghana versus Wazase.
Onel, it was Sumwa. When say please, Mr. Oforio Hene, tell us how they funded their. You should tell us how you funded you referring here the NDC party office if they are not corrupt. Also, Sada Jida, CPI Sofoton, what you mean? Guinea fowl Suba. What would you know saying corruption?
Yeah, investigate here. Bibia, yeah, bibia media raise here and a public raise here. You come? Won't you want to achieve Woyo man, one share? Dana muchi Woyo man. That's Woyo man, no on Jindi crash on Mechino. But as a serious government, yeah, channel. Yeah, channel. Yeah, they no quiet. Yeah, channel the police headquarters. You go through the Nankadena or court. Yeah, channel. Yeah, make a show on say. Share corruption. Across the world, government be a penalty. A bar, you must deal with it as a government. Yeah, a buyer, you offend the agro. We deal with it. Yeah, in Kataso. What did I mean? That is the difference between the NDC and the MPP. We are committed to good governance. We are committed to fighting corruption. And we are committed to eliminating nepotism. We will not entertain corruption and nepotism. Obia unim say corruption tina oben no pe obebifa. The John Mahama administration is going to run one of the best ever in the history of Ghana.
What do you make of a statement made by your party chairman, Agyeman Rufus Wampofo? Also, no contribution, no chop. NC. What does it mean?
Out of experience, minti our kasa. Party Agyeman thing. Enye easy sir. What I say? Na ebinom ho mo betwen ya wie no. No mo kro mo CV, no mo lobby, no mo nam ha, no mo yes, no no oka. Enye say no contribution, no chop, say ya ko chop bibi. What in yeah, but my man said party Agyeman enye easy sir. What I say? Fana say me wa hai. And payment said that fine, Papa. Without notwithstanding, say me will health challenge in Medina.
Ujina how you?
What in a party? Has any man no okay? Saying no party need be a would do party no. Co polling station, for example, election day no. Now make sure say Bibi Bonnie be anya then engine for when you share. Say 15 NDC benya ye be record 15 will be anchor record 5. What I say in the Juma way train, your man can TV 50 open we about 5 crown. What I say, you are so caught now. Why organize that?
Yeah.
What I say, and you wouldn't wow, go through grounds and you know, wouldn't say election trekking, into one kind of bonnet and Papa Moore.
The Papa Man or
party in Ibia will show commitment and love. Into your bar, not be beer. Also, walk on. What I say. And yes, sir, yeah, coach up bibi pacho David.
Young Combo Manifesto no mona the PDF page 111. Moka bibi for parliamentary independence and accountability. I said the next NDC will encourage members of parliament to effectively prioritize and promote the collective interest of their constituents and the supreme interest of the state. B. Follow up the implementation of the Constitution Review Committee, an NDC government white paper that seeks an amendment of Article 78 of the 1992 Constitution on the appointment of ministers from Parliament. Build consensus among political parties on national issues and avoid all forms of political vindictiveness and persecution. D. Build the capacity of members of Parliament and parliamentary staff to improve oversight mechanism. And the parliament won't say be to see one thing more focus.
Oh, every institution. Yenka say, men can say at Tusin. Okasa, men can say, men can. But every institution, what you say, yenina need FM, say, mumiti, mu upgrade, more standards near their staff. Who say be a muhia, so and so, na more than number. Producer, na more than number way, na more than number. The idea can say you best strengthen Parliament as an institution for it to function better. What you say? MPs, no, you better encourage you almost say constitutional, constituency interest ni issues. Say about Parliament, you better encourage you. What you mean? Even Parliament as staffs, parliamentary staffs, say upgrade your standards near there. And they see and so because a parliament here then a year mbrashebra mro mo hye no e magana ye den etumpon Ghana mpuntu ontina ye hye sa ne o mai nyina what you say. And for example, I do ministers there now constitutional review no recommend there ampa I thought they be a dual role of be a MP no a minister no I thought they be a hardware kakra what you say. The constitutional review committee na hwe sa ne o mani nyina ntie bia ye be pushi the situation we are minister, we are MP, we are MP. And these are some of the things a diet needs to say about a bema mpuntu aye then across Ghana. And for good purposes of good governance.
Strengthening institutions. Framework ben and then this be used.
Oh, strengthening of institutions, no. For example, cast a strengthening of institutions. There are so many things. The laws guiding the institution, the human resource of the institution, the policy statement, what you here, the independence of the institution, non-interference of those institutions. What you here. For example, share listing institutions it's an auditor general. You say my bottom level Asem Fata Mbwa Ghana. Here auditor general institution be as resource no mu ye adwuma na ma Ghana ye den etumpum da be say utwa kwan hu say wachi aye den achia auditor general no omo check ye nyina at all levels ti omo ye nkrofobia so so mu ye pa oba o say hey set decision we I will take ye 1 year ni ye we adan na sika we ekọ ha na we den tia obehwe the risk aspect obehwe say corruption wo mu omo sa ne o mani nyina no ma ye omo recommendation into this institution without omo no untimi develop as a country omo hia pa you have to resource them for them to operate na oneme ukofia oda wada o sorry onim say Ghana revenue ayaje no ye den adwuma papa a rosa a rose a education education what I say a nuanuma sabi kakranium nsem na ye boo mu social
interventions
na ye yamo what I say into auditor general institution. These are some of the things institutions be over should be apt to say yoko say you make sure no more share be a movement of sika bi no money there or check it what you say and you say movements na na bonnet but omo follow the financial intelligence center say wouldn't say our account more than 20,000 say hit him more check it what you say you might be omo checking in these are institutions omo country no running effectively. And if I say Ghana ran it, no be
but the previous NDC government said at the end I'm demonstrating Ebema Ghana for who say ampa more boy say or best strengthen institutions because my pencil Professor Mills time Obama ba Ghana and the football back the Maya say ye here man ye here the strong institutions but more demonstrable track record in terms of strengthening institutions.
Policy documents. At various levels of government institutions. What I say, so that we can meet the needs of the Ghanaian people. That is it. What I say. So we one of the best. It's unfortunate said 2016 but now it's clear. The difference is clear.
It's clear.
Very clear. Nioma bebre ama site bebre oh
na mo ye ya dey tin nka Ghana for to abadi tiamo historically
me no
lose
the America show and Nioma P led to that even in terms of operational Nioma be as far as our elections is concerned and Nioma be ankoye papa but I know here for internal party politics. But the Americans say, do Hamambua. Now the government cannot compare to our government.
John Mahama, the former president, leader of the main opposition party, NDC, say or baba be corrected the wrongs. Ebi ka say na den a litmus test. Amamu eti den wrongs na oba be corrected. Eno so yente.
Oh, sebi aduasa. Sebi aduasa. Penyi ka say enioma bi ankoye na meba be correct ya enye bone. Enye bone. Obia mambu wo asese sebi ya say di otwa kwan no ohun say na echi aye den achia. Na in the course na waba na wa reflect na bia nioma ba ko mienu bi na so yo sa ba ko mienu yi mani anje me ho but me ba me ye den me correct. For example, for teachers and nursing training
Allowance. Yeah.
under that time no felt say with the reforms na course no say yeah then you shift from ABA the
allowances no resort to one more resort to loan.
But nkwala na ntiase ana omo tuti ana so fine men course abi anya bone what na me pa na say these are asabi wo fie kura oyere ana wo mba ni o ma bi o ho a wo ka omo ne won nya adwen echire no you side with them oyere no mba no omo na offer omo so as head of state.
But then you can say governors said you're working. Governors say serious business. Just said revenue or drive mistake if you want to make us
oh Debbie na so anya mistake. Sa policy you know anya mistake. Nkwala no antenna say anya mistake. Say me reform teacher training and nursing. Me upgrade them to higher degree. All higher degrees they take a loan. Okay? Until say me put them into that category. Anya bone. What you say? And I must you will disagree with you. No, so okay. Well, it's a decision that I've reviewed. Hey, Bonnie. Oh,
and your body.
That is a listening precedent.
Okay, now Yensha a year this section of a year more manifesto. Muka a year nepotism and grooming of corruption and awoken. Also, in line with this renewed focus to strengthen the fight against nepotism and corruption, the NDC will introduce legislation to regulate agency representation and the conduct of business practices of multinational companies in line with international best practice. And we will review and strengthen guidelines for political office holders developed and launched by the previous John Mahama administration. Okay, John Mahama administration, a code of conduct to be on a code of conduct. Oh, there be because the Ekobai say and to say ministers. Kra one day a buying cars. A cook a year no money a day. So near she almost debia. Away, yes. Yeah, no, yes, 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 yes. I wanted you failed as a government. But obey my go for the crack. Because there was a code of conduct.
You see, my main this personal issue, so
yeah.
Mean to me, enva, just said Nipana at the car, na Debbie. Me political program, I want to be as serious as much as possible. I don't want to go into meeting fee.
Yeah.
Obi, call your friend and say, how will I know? Maybe say, hey, me be man for government car. What did I mean, partner now? PR one individual.
What be now? Who position be? No idea. And we catch it.
What I say? What I say? Man for buying car. Obi are in a day. What I say? These are personal young for. What I say? President Mahama, I am a presidential staff under his government.
Okay. Presidency. Oh, okay.
2016 for 1
year. For 1 year.
Yeah, as a presidential staff.
Oh, okay.
What I say? May come in. So, Obiana Nedi. What I say? These are personal issues. Mean to me who say my colleague who we should government car there be me. What I say, and here, oh, no, dear, my engine film. Why?
Anyway, but don't say na any na a code of conduct the kwanya and sometimes president
you see generally
no man for ono mo ye adwuma no wo mo na wo mo ye ade na de so bo ni na ball president because near ye kan ye nkon bo obi din yom
but you say most of
John
them
Dramani Mohammed
oh minimum
yeah
but the American show on say ye di ehuni bebre na ante say the ACCC ye di ehuni pa as ne appointees ye di ehuni pa ubenya one or two cases of but on the overall me sure say we no ben say the American show 30% to crime me sure say
what is your view about the establishment of a special prosecutor's office?
Oh, special prosecutor's office, and there are times say almost Obia welcome. What I say, we welcome with different reservations. What I say, what I say ABM koye say koye idea what they go after your political enemy,
opponents.
What I say, political opponent and whatever. What I said, those were some of the concerns initially. I'm for then, but generally the concept of fighting corruption, what I say, he will not against it. What I say,
are you useful?
What are you useful?
Since I established you're a Martin Amidu, it take you over.
So far, there's a many name say, dear, and shed in who what I say, or share corruption cases, CCB Brea. And said then who say ya train for abase ya hwehwe we mu ana say ni say papa na kan say dia ohia dia ye na adwuma no ne nsanya den o ka say mre bi
oh no about
and so on sankan and no should also tell you another side of the corruption fight of this government that they are not committed to it onwo di America ka say me ka say nya say oba hihye mra na keke special prosecutor has clear evidence.
No, but later send the sicker coy. I'm a yet.
Yeah,
a delay, dear. Yes, or no about Bonte because on the crackers are Bemu penny for be crack, your friend is saying, I consider be one of my obstacles be the amount when you do it.
Say family and friends now, Refi.
Woman.
And now Refi is Asem. Nepotism, as I know now, no referred. Family and friends. But I don't say. As for family and friends and state capture, nepotism, one of the either will go down in history under another's government. Very sad. As I make one of the so Sebi, you may a brand here, Messi, so Tiemia. On trans and on share a record. The political record, but no who say nepotism state capture. Mean you so hard word. But almost say, I'm not buying out to sing.
Nepotism.
I may use other words, but for I use words in here. But I to sing.
Okay, for messages in the 0277860644. But the your phone in the yinti, and you can be free. Where is it, Jerry? This was on Joy News. Please let a gentleman know I'm a journalist too. Why? He's simply. But was it his what? Or a journalist. Also, not say a journalist. I'm Amsterdam. Now, I'll say is simply propagating falsehood. The NDC communicators always look down on those of us who contribute on radio political programs. Now, Wakatri, or say the outcast are what take on now, will treat the our pen. Or say, I don't know, or due to many, or no lamp on Sanokas. Or so can say, or to one or Trony.
Oh, man, can I born him? Why? Say, my can say, yeah,
and yet the bonny.
Oh, David. I can only in I didn't say one year. Okay, show.
Oh, no, we did. Or say so, why, you were. Also, one kind of bonny quite so. Where's the salam aleikum, Mark Jerry? Che MPP government to wait the woman in Panya Womo Faso, the Funtum Ghana Sika Papa. Na Bibia Bebe, the year, Brad John Dramani Hamba Babe Ghana Mampany, Isa. Or the Fin Samum Zongo. Where's the humble Ghanaians? Please don't let the incompetent and the incompetent one to deceive you. When you go to the pool on 7th December, just vote for the responsible and matured government whose policy has benefit in every household in the country. For more for Nana and how Kumsen to do more. Almighty Allah bless MPP Shaibu Odifrika Sua. Or say, hey, you are not corrupt. So tell us how you funded your party office. Simple. We see, Edifra Denta, or party office, your man for because there's $20 million.
No mujina ho na mu see ye $20 million akosi dan. Unko headquarters order. Debi owura unko headquarters.
Bako order.
$20 million dan is you.
Me ankasa me nya expert o sa dey.
I ba wo dey wo nya expert $20 million dan is you. Oh.
Then some na nya no kre.
MPP for propaganda.
Propaganda. But obi so be ka say some so ne dey working.
And two parties say NDC, parties NDC ko yeyi kakra ye ntimi nsi dan. Nipa kura nko a utimi si wo dan no party ye ntimi nsi dan. Ye to ono ye ntimi nsi dan.
Some kura betima the contribution dey say.
Ada na ayo mo kasa sa. Say ye party headquarters near corruption sika. How? Ntimi nsi dan. No mo dey anya corruption sika. MPP dey anya corruption sika.
So mo nsi party office ba mate so mbesi bi mom.
Ayo. Nti omo dey no and omo dey clean and corruption. The omo ba be si na clean and corruption sika.
And wo mo nya nhyase nti wo mo nya mfa so mo fom die ye nya dey ete.
Onko so. Nyoma ne bi o wan o me no eto dey bia ya kakra. For example, your manifesto was
yeah.
What do you mean? Say a manifesto no. Yeah, you can
so when we say copy, there's a copy.
Then they go through on my dream more feel this. Say school no ma kwa saying na say nimdia no more saying. Yeah, manifesto it was chaired by Professor Danso Professor.
Yeah.
Why then?
Oh, professor, we are why?
Professors at the committee. No, that's a baby cry.
That's a professors about 8.
I know you're more idea or more pre.
But may I become manifesto woman?
I just say your various subcommittees.
Oh, okay.
Go shame Crawford. Oh, party say one hour the Omuko school. One hour your more professors. Dr. Bawumian Obisa Professor Kwesi Boche, Fana will be in the first degree. Professor Boche, finance me now no Bawumia will be in the first degree. I told them, I mean, who the Komutrimukra service. Oh, I told them, a new money be ye kakra. Professor Boche, sharing record. Shaving Professor Nana Jeno Poku Agyeman, sharing record. Distinguished academic. Now, can't I say, we baby are manifesto. I want to watch that. You now first degree. And you where you kaka. Maybe so. President Mahama, okra first degree, okra 2 postgraduates. Yeah, PGD or University of Ghana Communications, and okra social psychology. Oh, Russia. In Russia, and on a master's, okra 2 postgraduates. No, not a first degree. Only postgraduate. What are they talking about? Some can say him DNA idea. What are you talking about? Then I do craft first degree in economics. That's it. John Mahama craft degree in history. In history, we have economic history, we have political history, we have social history. It is any man or more no.
It's in a somebody na say MPP for the academics and that out to mo ho say mo.
Dang. Yemfa candidate versus candidate. Yemfa running mate versus running mate. Nkwala Professor Nana Jeno Poku Agyeman. Achiroma de o Ghana hankwa. Baby omo yiye adwuma ne omo contribution to national development. Nkwa kra. Anu nkwa kra nka say winning elections. Nkwala watiti omo. Kwala wa eden. Watiti omo. Any adwuma omo ye o Ghana ne omo contribution to national development. Dr. Bawumia, Nkrofahina will produce your most. I am more my uncle because almost yes, I my can send me and say, won't you mean compare? What's your name? Say, I be foul manifesto.
Yeah.
How?
And it's in an akamobel.
Consult to Ghanaians. Yeah, Social Democratic Party. Yeah, People's Party. You're Ghana for thinking town. You're afraid of being inclusivity.
Yeah.
In modern good governance, I can. I be an my last aspect. Member inclusivity is key in good governance. Everybody must be part. We share United Nations. After the Millennium Development Goals, you come out with your friend is saying Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 goals to meet the global political and economic crisis, so that the world will be stable, current and the future generation will be able to live. Inclusivity is key. Yes, India will be adding behind. And John Mahama committed Ghana to the Sustainable Development Goals. It is a with People's Manifesto. We are a very serious party. We see everybody as part of the country. Everybody should be part of the development.
Professor Kwesi Botwe report, what can it be?
And an exclusive report, for senior.
Okay, the internal members are not person who says, "I we are more from Kubisa Ghana for no." I mean, whether it was established. The recommendations in the Bimusa Sadiana. Well, you say yes, more the Social Democrats, but someone you be that
report, me and farmer no alcohol because me yet party executive. Okay. One year preview. They say omode my
no. Public consumption.
What you say, you know, so my member of the national. Yes. And to me, person make idea, but whatever positives in the recommendation and the party executives will implement. But what we should know is party in a people's party. You believe in inclusivity. We believe in sustainable development. What I say, and we are committed to building a sustainable economy. Our current and future generations will benefit.
It's a manifesto of the better say Ghana for normal one much and no catch them. And I'm actually the young crater with the Babato.
And yes, sir, ABR, Nisa, you're experts. What I say, but you have to talk to them. What I say, I told ABR, Mekai say, I'm saying development, because those days I think Offer say, young fan say, area, and I am fan say, need FM. Maybe a member bass and expert, maybe for say, be a we hear gadget way, but you know, we hear. You must always consult the people. You must know what they really need. That makes you a responsible government. What I say, and we have upped the game by making sure, say, the manifesto they contributed positively. What I say, we consult them all the time, but not at the scale to which I am. As for the masses, we consult them as a party. What I say, in coming out with our policies and programs. But this time, we are Apple game, no? What I say, and said the American John Mahama committed Ghana to the SDGs of the United Nations, and under the SDGs, we are not leaving anybody behind. Under the United Nations. We are hot. Everybody is on board.
Okay. Where's the McJerry? The man in your studio lacks ideas on the position that he has gone for. He doesn't understand the meaning of corruption and nepotism. In Mahama's government, all his brothers, Ibrahim Mahama, no new position. All his brothers, Ibrahim, Alfred, Samuel Mahama, enjoyed in his government. Ahoy brothers, Betty Mold, and others. What is he talking about? Mia Samidian has threatened some security personnel. He should stop lying over there. Very move with the free. Or the abbey. Now, what's your statement now?
ono ana wo tro ade na o say mente corruption o say mente government
Nepotism.
Ibrahim Awa no a member of John Mahama's government.
No, and there's a statement of fact. Samuel and Alfred too.
They were not. Intino Ujina.
I know the Hoy's brothers and then Betty Mould and Inuia, Alex Mould.
Maybe.
And then your family and friend.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, can't the leader may explain. Offer your friend is saying President Kufuor time. At least Dr. Adoko.
Dr. Adoko for yes.
Will be complaining.
One of the
best. Will be complaining.
Yeah.
One or two no be complaining.
Yeah.
No be uncomplaining. But no do what say.
It's when a dose.
That's too much.
Okay.
What's in my partner? Sani eka.
Just say your body post out there would be na.
Oh, say definitely no. Won't you mean can say? We are president in Tinoma will be if you were bushing and your politics.
And your politics, yeah.
What's in my party? But they do no. What's our brothers? Oh my eye, me and son. I hear an Eka government. What I say? Say me, you know. Betty Mould and
Alex Mould.
Alex Mould and Kwana Eka government. Betty left government. What I say? Nick way or can and you know, correct. On all sort of nepotism as you know, catch and say on TSC.
Yo. Anyway, so it's a total desperation on the part of the NDC, just using the tactics of friends and family to brainwash the minds of Ghanaians. Meanwhile, they were champions in this act then. Was it right for Mahama to say that a political party be given an additional 4 years to accomplish his political mission? What has changed now that he is in opposition? Asem bonne 4 more years for Nana. Kweku. Efo Kweku di free. Eye Soko. Soko ni eh. Efo Kweku of Soko. Eno no so dia be. Mr. Kadifrin Sama Dwejiri. Osei Kennedy Japan is a lawmaker and should know better. His attacks on innocent Ghanaians and our judges is condemnable, and the law must deal with him equally. It's undoubtedly true and undeniable fact that NDC's People's Manifesto is full of hope, doable, implementable, feasible, and applicable in it, and it is giving the super incompetent Nanado's government headache nightmares. Vote Salam as the next MP for Nsawam Adwejiri and vote for John and Jane 2020. Mr. Kedifrin Nsawam Adwejiri. We see NDC members led by John Mahama made up their minds and they will never apologize for the bad comment that he made against the Achim people. If they don't respect us, they shouldn't try to step on our lands. Where to a wise is enough. Colonel, also regard to Colonel Kododa Moa, Commissioner of Ghana Customs. We are Ponsan Prof. That way, Ponsan Prof. Nor they regards Emma Colonel. Now, what do you make of that statement? You know, you're my general politics,
as I said, Achem
Sakawa.
Oh, sir.
Boys and the grandpas. A piece written by Azegadungo and shared by your leader, the flag bearer of the NDC. Achem for Biambu. But movie.
Me wa moja ni bi me bu mfui.
Sa?
Oh, me wa moja ni bi. Me wa Achem moja o. Me akwa pem ni me wa Achem na.
Achem. Akwa pem free fine. Latte. Okay.
Me wa Achem na asante o me moja.
Na sa comment no when saying. Assessment because na e bi ka sente san ka no man pani amplify sa piece na Adongo Troy.
Ayin for na ka MPP for.
Achem for no concerned youth of Achem
MPP for. Them face reality.
Reality near.
And I'm a Japa. Okay. And a few cases I see and I'm a ura. I don't go here then. A pen is idea not to. And no was you. Achem Sakawa. Or refer to Nkrofubi. What you say?
Yeah.
Sebi Ediasa. Asem no Okano. Thank you for no more or no money. Patch up means maybe so question. Thank you for no more or no money.
So what would be our money? Names Uncle. But what do you piece?
But when him. What you say? And young party penny. John Mahama had a share on his Facebook. Anya bone. What you say? I'm bampa. One year involved in your friend is saying Japan deal. Sabi wo hwe mu ayampa wo yɛ nkrɔfo bɛyɛ 9 no mu nyina sabi aduasa yɛ ne baby o mu fi. Nti I don't go chiro sa wan chiro ne bone. What na me fa tell na say. Aha. Me no dia me ka chiro mo ne say Ghana for nneɛma bi are so obvious and an anado's government. What you say? Efa corruption inside. I don't go from Achim Sakaway. Me who say President Bufui ma osamono asofo ne ade so mu dia ekoso no. What you say? But I say ono so trase after Bufu no. No be say enti dia ekoso e ampa na nyampa. What has my catch? Ono president after ne bona jono no. Yeah. Ombisa na ho say the adongo kan na yampa na enyampa. Enti me nkona sa. As a country. Krofo kakra bi yen bibia omo no mo determine. We friend state capture. Bibia ye influenced by them. And it's so obvious. Yeah. The omo nim say omo MPP for even some of the ministers within on government on the quiet side, they are not happy with that. That in Crofona, I don't go reference. They are not happy with them. Because I'm feel say Bibiana San Crofona and Bemua, they are too. To me, no one transit. What's a mechana, Monsieur, no one transit, won't be son of who maybe. Yeah. Crofona, yeah, Chim.
Nantina Anka, I don't go when you see Achim Sakawa boys and I had it. You're politically right at this time. We can't say I'm out for the beg you do. You know, one can say, what kind of so no, about for discussion. I so clear, obvious in political communication, and that was the word at the moment. What you say? You discuss President Buofu to a fresh offer, but the truth is say, idea AC, and you know, on I tell my fiancé dear, Sabia Diasa. Obianim dear Cosso. Message way free United Kingdom, your friend Osei Osei McJerry. I was expecting your guests to avoid talking less on corruption related issues against the current regime. Fingers are pointing at the NDC flag bearer on Eba saga, whose blood brother is the accused person on the same saga. Sada Jida inflated projects. Nyinahiri bauxites were all proof and witnessed by the people of Ghana as mass corruption practiced by Mr. Mohammed's regime. It also work corruption and not because
Ebasa get who say in seminar market can was studio hanging a woman in him. Na Ebasa Asema or Kano. Airbus as I mean, say what steady case in here. Yeah, international issue. No, my raise more concerns. And a buy Yana Mudium because I'm more investigating.
Yeah.
Does it make us corrupt? Does it involve the former president? I mean, what are you talking about? Does it make him corrupt? It is an international issue.
And who get it? Who can be referred to as the government official?
Who may do the bottom of the matter?
Yeah.
And you are concluding. Now you can catch him say Sakawana Mubuafu. We international case Ukraine ain't do baby. Who say government official one mudia did this. Meanwhile, there is no evidence. And says, yeah, we are here, Kofani, and I buy
that's what Interpol list.
I could see him. You could see him. Mark, what's the name of the yeah, we are no on the other side. I had the way I'm more year near man. Sometimes I almost caught to the extreme in so much. In a Ghana for what I say, I mean, a Ghana can. What I say, any money be your honor. Yeah, any emphata. Good person, good be papa any mass in that way. I won't need evidence. Yeah, say or you're involved in corruption because we're head of state in it. What's your name? Ibrahim Mahama started business here and there. One no president for time will crown on yan sika. What's your name? Partner. What was ka? Yan in your government no be sika. What's your name? Oh, yeah, businessman. Oh no, boss as was in business na me. Or companies across Africa.
Yeah.
And you will be saying now, okay, because Nini Abe president, you know. Oh, yeah, na what then and Toma Akoso Ninian. No, I can't see it out. No, any business. The employees in Kwa and Yasam Ketua. And this is a cow. And yes, I was sorry, and when yes, go. What firm a fake Germany at Yemunina. I know the Anyani Sika. Any bremen.
And then I convince some of Mamu who's a gunner for it to Abadiam.
Oh, me moment there. Maybe I'm in Chinano. Men fan and say, near my me, ya baby. President Mahama 4 years in Puntu or the bag Ghana. First thing, I be Ghana for at Abama. Because 2016, party for friend and Ado. And then a party at my Ghana for GD, so bet me I saying. One more buy one want to be on yet. 30% of the IAA cry, one want to be on yet. And at 2. The IAA per se be my Ghana for pium. Yamia don't know to my and I so obvious. Say, yet in Puntu, a beba in Puntu, a sandy, I be a first no cry. Now my Ghana, I then, I a crab. And where's
okay. All right, the Abeko yetio for so na yetio for so abem. Na wama friend na wama chere wadwe because ma unsa ma homa no edere pa. Me announce lines no so etio for no ani abere se womo pese womo ebem. Ma me hwe messages in a quick one. Pius brana betwe na pick one mama na yenko yenim over ha. Farouk Edifri Tema. I said the NDC is in a state of confusion as to whether to continue deluding itself as social democrats or accept the fact that they are just unprincipled party. The NPP is people-centered party that works to improve the fortunes of Ghana, especially the poor and vulnerables. Let's support the NPP to build a future Ghana today. Farouk Edifri Tema. Positive change. Osei, 2016, by this time, the affable, hard-working and nation builder John Mahama was very busy commissioning completed projects across the nation. Yet, the NPP said he has not done anything. Today, Akufo-Addo is busily roaming around with empty hand and in a confused state, trying to fool us again like he did in 2016. John and Jane must come at all costs. Regards to lawyer Francis Xavier Susu, MP, Medina. We say you should honestly tell us which party people bought the Temale and Tema State Fishing Corporations. Don't see this is not corrupt. Oh, I didn't see one message. Kwasi Reynolds, Edifri Agunodobing. Also, it's not about giving lofty and seemingly unattainable promises that will help the NDC to be given the mandate. On several media platforms this week, their communicators have given varied and weird explanations as to where they will get funds to execute all the sugar-coated promises. Happy birthday to Patriot teacher Aroma of Agona Bedum. Yo, because we know. And no, the Abiana will be say, Monoma Maki 10 billion push, big push. I'm convinced can away. Because 3 SHS, Namusuna be and another Sikano Benana. When you please let the NDC man in your studio should explain why they said free education not possible. Nurses and teacher training allowances cancelled. If they are not incompetent, like they will not do that. Uncle Edifri Tema. Another buy. It's a mammy comment to you for Nusona Yentium. Openya Yanni didn't come on your friend or your Mr. Said Ofori Ohene. Or your NDC manifesto spokesperson on governance and anti-corruption. Is that corruption count? Tell your governance and corruption in your account. Good. It's one na yen no edin common. Also brana chere wadwen over ha. wo ba no ma kasa ho ente se ya na sebe o kasa na ntwa yi a ye betenetene kakra kakra se de ete no beba to ma che
Major so Mike.
yes sir it is say
Mike, now I have to stop for
ye tell yanko
me no can say Dr. Aduma cookies and walk. Now baby ni pa if ma who you for life hour. And yeah, you say for the media ebe na na san ko ku adu. Mike, ma bin chame ma me amadu ku a. Mentia Dr. Aduma cookies. Na mentia state secretary you got first. Mike, yeah papa no to wa mo grant. Na me catch na say endis wo mutimi ndis ku Ghana for. You come to all. Na no can be yeah, Mahama, official one. Yeah, official one. Yeah, upon the from with the when you move more, what better? Oh my ideas on Amno. What better I catch so become official one, you know. Sabi, yeah, some for and some the enemy for.
okay me da say ma me call next caller beba to ma che
Major so
ye tell
Chairman Maki
yes ma
me pacho mini to pachi masomo taifa. Mamintia in the comrade not your Obomo din papa. Tamincha me mami electric maclu na ko tana ha ontitu na namonsi. Chairman oni bibi aya na mi di ya obebre me se wa fi na mi tie messages bi aya kan ya ho. Aya mi hu se enyanwa se aya radio host any panelists ni be more refer to young callers say ya dwene wo form. For the first time I'm a casafa Asem we hone say so mo ka omunchire mu ye meet to uniform as compared to others. Che o ka kire me say ne yemfa mahama mambu na nado de ho a na Ibrahim Mahama assemblyman kwa na onye bi utakase bi oye NDC assemblyman na ene gabi o kire dako oni abamu beti ni so prime minister or a shadow prime minister or take presidency yet Ghana ha be a cool ebe ba be diga na nya no gabi o kire dako din wom she e japade we ya abenne achim sakawa boys and girls she me catch you be aso ye wo achim people and ye wo achim boys into boys we refer to a few group of people into way the person yan clear never mun da verti go post so this is so ya chimni a me so me yan nani into so be refer me and nani e pass ya some media yan fa sa na fo nyina na and yes a omoni hu say ye ni nyansa na yetie mu you know consulting nyansa sem no mahama
Bedan say I know what you in ma me find the next caller on the line when you so we be on radio beba to ma che
Honorable Jerry.
yes sir you tell
Hey, we the owner of a so come as I'm going to to Kwasi. My grandpa, man, nothing but a funny thing.
Mr. said to hene ofori ofori on
I was saying, no one and they didn't want to say, on any day, I say, the custom put to the ampa, or bit in his water, so, and to be careful this way, and will face so. And from my friend on the man, mamma. The police support that to see peace or about Ghana for seeing that before. You have a 50% at the moment, and million Munko investing. Maybe 50% the amount, and ever to me, my spending a hand and so because to I will free. Over my jelly, yes. If I told what my provided better some penny for my present, I can't say, I see my family, but with my provider, mammy. My dear, video for the moment, I can say, at the back home, and I'm taking in Japan almost and some night at the police papa and for the Bible industry. Every time I see my jelly, they tell me that something. And then you discuss about Achi Mafia.
me bacho min discuss ache mafia na obi anso nka ache mafia eye achim sakawa obi anka mafia nka ho na woka mafia dem na min discuss that issue even though eye part of the conversation but that wasn't my major
Matthias, but don't say, never say, let's talk about Sakawa when I think Sakawa, and I may refer to that issue. The government still says to some power, policy, no question is not Britanniano, and I'm now quite my Jerry. I'm how you feel like move up out to the question of Britannia in Japan. So one of my Jerry, but I can't send you. And then because of the former president, the man, Mama. So the manifesto mo land and for the end is when manifesto. You never said there and then after that I'm going to bring the end to go money any manifesto. I'm by so. And this forecast the name by Babel Galagas in Babel Galagas. And the Magana for my youth and I will my even better do we need my yellow. If it's not for but only just say, oh, you can't imagine this one from a wall. If it is what they move, $250,000 and $150,000 of everybody, every Christian program. Every year, every Christian program. So much when it's my idea. Then any temple for to come, simply to Baba, would have been the colleague, the graduate Canada, they can afford that. That be, and you make an appointment.
Okay.
Then we are don't go that but that woman guys of them, every promise us of Pompo, and you promote me.
Okay, me say, I know what you're in from Rabia. Beba Jomache?
Major to my dear.
Yet you.
I'm a dinner and I'm a free neighbor. I am my Mr. Zawini or you. That's in Media with the boy, my gun. I lay a penny to one Wakata ye. Yes, in the Pamama be no Yahi. And this manifesto the buying. That I keep a dear. Obakasi Ghana and this defended in the manifesto. Ubi a come manifesto by a people's manifesto. Therefore, Nippon cases is ready for Bia when the Alco Bia Canadian idea. Ocean near my papa, dear Motor de Bar. Dear me, Depra, next one more, or my them. I was so more mobile contour to for me free. And what are the about primary health care? Who get health insurance, don't get health insurance, who call clinic, free. And then my papa said, the say, of Mampany Jam with the back. What's all back? I'm a war for 2 years, Jumano. What work was you move few years or their candidates or their account? What's all back? Car, then car, another mutual. What's all about Obama Yajuma? Okada was all about the rabbit one of the year there for ye. Engineer, my papa said the actually dear with the papa because our mom will be another the band and for ye. Or by the beer say, Shatamana 3, Shasaku Dubai, Shasanta region quite for the cream of Makotain. Dear mobile on this hospital, my BTP. Another by one met what was used to be a dry and in the door.
Medan say I know what you're in me far away, so imagine.
My Jerry.
Yes, you.
Odru ni gun what the rampon. My Jerry, in there, Papa not one. One mama Maria Hokaka. Nankata me yendisi. Namuria Hokaka. Wafa, intina mwina muo. Ni yentu tumunga davan. Maria Ho, share the custom, Casa Papa, if you know all Elba. Me telling Namiraho. Sometimes you will end this year when Papa Dam now or no way na the end to Wonka. To offer, what's that there? Muba and Muma and this senior attractive. No, China, the Ombo and ya Aquina chance and I empty, I may empty, and I may president, but Oba, Oba, there will be a bit and I hear my bamboo bit in a way. Yakupon Shell at it. Kasaba Beckham Wahi, Nale, Kasa. Oh, yeah, evidence, you should be. Because what be back, no, I can't send you a pet, no call. So, through the message, it can't send people who make train I do, me. Yakupon is your own, never to make cut of a pay.
Okay.
Napunangata with Wana, Nananda Danko Kupado, in the next example, what domain,
Medan say what you're in Beba Jomache. Yet you. Yes, sir. Yeah.
You ran out. Why are there now? And so, by a Musia idea kakra. And can't
Okay. Okay, yo, Mate. Oh, okay. Medanse, I know what you're doing. Mami for next one. Mate.
Jerry.
Yes, man.
I mean, I'm not seeing the account. This is of English, but somewhere.
Nyame adoboko.
Hey, Hannah. Doctor, Kofaba one. Mr. Kofaba one. What say, Kwame Dress for any Rama? What that want to say?
Nyame adomo mo ho ye pa, odi ache wo mo.
More Pia, one in the local police upon a for this thing. But therefore, say, what you say, you see the board of Lucrum. Butu Kwame, I told you of Lucrum.
Menim.
And your Ukum was free. ECG, MD. And my consider the 10th of October, Yamunia, Yan Mukrum, women and friend, what they could tell me saying, I mean, Shama, and the Kyokan come to him. Addison, so called
E beba cho me ni bro, me brenusa. Inchi anados.
the Americans are therefore. Mamma Cassanwa. Na millions was one Mamenciano. Now, so possible make a statement if you were also in Mre. But ultimate cancer said, Obi Cassam, that's a comma with dear. Nippon Adinif. And come out dear, Nippon Adino of them. Yen like a radio so. Now the American said, I'm cramping Sukuya, yeah, Papa, you Omodi Bay. When you need a cake for the insurance, but catch a Ghana for some mobile, one premier. Yaniba, who's one, now Santa Mai, your sis. Now, cervical for by station away. I want to and crop for Capapa. Now, Cassa, a baby about me, GB Simua, no percent, it was a day. Yes, really, and Timmy, a sacrifice and cabo could say, the camera could say. And then come more than 1 million and the air drop. Now, the catcher hold down Crampra, Suku, but cat 3 years such as one. Yeah, good and good. The same look, I say, a year of VW and the collector Martin Ministry. Once a mobile, who have come, almost on the tower, ever boy, no, economy.
Obianka so ba betwa yes VW4 assembly plant no. One must say salvage cars and say mra no no so omo ba won be yi afiri obunka so omo be pam omo ko.
That's what the good so me consider them example but she am the good so omo pani be why you be so style it's pam.
Okay.
Moto and the quality of equalebu. I'm for your trauma line. Maybe Kimoto, but and no quarter 7 million. Moto do show and I want for any line.
Okay. That's it. That's it. Mamefa a your last one. Marching.
Major from Mr. McDermott and Pacho Hotel.
Yamiado Mogoitio.
Pacho Median and Mr. Nocras and Macassa Free Casua. Mamitia Openino and what my Asia dear. Na best friend is Embry Biara a moment radio stations in the sea. No more in church the more Yan Casa a better Yakuman, Yamishran. Namitia excellency and the man mamma and Aqua Yan coming and pay teaching. Maderi. Now, media be a air fair to the what is saying government official one. Our Basi Ibrahim Mahama so you should check. Here. Mepacho, Maderi one cacao de Mia, no what's in me. I'm a total I call parliament or Mampenina Punta. Ne taxa and Senku Chia a yin in Yama would equal in the hotel. Sika over 124 million Ghana cedis. $24 million. Yadia channel. First, Sicano, a better Poquasi interchange Mabu. If you had 10 or Mampenina Punta. Mepacho, and yet, Catasa Chrono, and yet Binuno. And yet, Onia, any Adamfufa government, and yet Binuno, and Mampenidi says $124 million at Chanaconta. And the woman there, Kraniama is big car, so we can do here. Oma penina na kukwado ene me no woka say ya me no woka say prono ne kata se wona bemunu se yesi yanka emu ati and wati agina ne naso amemre ni wo madi anu ne yetro se conflict of interest no ebi no family and friends government no enu dia
Okay.
Auditor General, Edibatu just said, Nani or Safma for Cheska over 1 million. Our Muyan Shum, and Nutin and Namsuma Auditor General Yenedi. Now, someone to wait to know memoir. A better Ntina make a million Ghana for Mumian to a bank near Ghana and fence you. Yan ye Ghana to infinite enough for doing some. And yes, I have a top of me and Sania who means for 4 years.
May I say, no, I do it with the abba. And yet they are friendly in a yet easy. You'll be our free be up with us. I'll send you a message with us. Mamma share ye with us. You sure we are. Also, I'm asking you if there is no one better than Mahama in NDC. Mahama is wasting his money, energy. Look, Mahama will lose spot all. It will take NDC back to 16 good years before they may get far. Way Berema Usufanti Aqua. Where say my uncle Jim indeed has short memories, while he think we Ghanaians also have that short memories. But we can't gonna talk 7th December. We will show him where the power lies. I know what the ark builder. I don't know so all the way up. Where's it, Jerry? How are you? Please tell Mr. John Mahama to call Mr. Baumia as Wale Adam Smith and Nana Ado Sakawa. But what Ghanaians know is that John Mahama is Bolibam boy citizen. If Mr. Mahama don't respect our Nana Ado and Mahama, they should forget and respect from the good citizens of this country. Okada thinkers, while Jogate is expanding the railway sector. Nana Waje, what's your message at Tobo? Thank you very much. Now, going back to Mr. Seth Ofori Ohene, NDC manifesto spokesperson on governance, and then on a year special guest. Find out wets. I would demand a Ghana for it.
Oh, the America share Ghana for us, Ura John Dramani Mahama, baby. Na ya bompa so mbeto aba de amano na wabeto na adwuma paso na oba Ghana ebetu mpon bia ho beto no ye beye adwuma yie beye adwuma ebeto Ghana fo akoma so de share ade dem ani onyam. Amen.
Amen. Yeda se na no pay se yeto nsafra wo so ba be kan ye ho ebra no bra ye no mbodi nkuta ho na ye ho dia ekoso so yeda se papa abusuan dwumadie.
That's it.
Yo, it's your phone song. Edas. It's your phone. Edas. Jumedia was so good so with a friend of Asem di can we need 100.9 and a special guest of Jumedia so a set Ofori Ohene or NDC manifesto spokesperson on governance on an ane. No, it didn't come on. Baba sorry na DJ Thursday. Ababa Bobo Yum Asem di Kasuni Eba.
Asem Inabeko. Miaro, Ejume Edia, Inabeye. Miaro. Obire Etipo, Inabebo. Miaro. Asemi pesini kwa Asemi
Meet FM News.
Asemi pesini kwa Ejumeli pesini kwa Obeleli pesini kwa Miaro. Asemi pesini kwa Asemi Yara. Asemi pesini kwa Yara. Ejumeli pesini kwa Yara. Obeleli pesini kwa Yara.
Jamagana Fakwa Badebandi 100.9 Asemi dika esunie ye be sorry na DJ Tozeka Babeje Nedra. President of the Mercedes in Ghana. Let's go good at it. But my God, say,
yeah.
Ibi aboko.
Yeah.
Site ko bian we.
Yeah, madam. Obian we.
Yeah, den yakopa. Se na mo se moko CID office. Moko ye de.
Oh, enra. Mamfa fidie so na yenchia Ghana Police Service. Ni yenchia military friend say command na yɛnkyia security service ni na your friend say yɛwura abɛn champon yɛkyia your friend say national security minister mpanifo ɛwɔ national security na captain koda captain poku mo nyinaa no yɛdamase ɛsɛ yɛkɔ abattoir na moayɛ kyɛsɛ mode nneɛma de bambɔ nsɛm egu kwan ma ɛma Ghana deɛ ade kyɛn biara ne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhu ane sɛ yɛhu sɛ koka yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛti bi okroma nti obi biara sɛ obi mo obi na obi nti obi yɛdamase sɛ mode bibia to kwan na ne vigilante biara ni hɔ a ɛma yɛ abattoir a yɛbɛkɔ yɛhu bia ɛnura siadifo ɛde ɔmo lanchi book bi na autotef unit no ohɛ yɛwura your friend say director CID